The member from Mississauga-Erindale. Thank you.
Madam Speaker, this is a great opportunity for me to speak on this important subject matter, but before I do, I actually want to recognize the members of the Sikh community who are in the legislature to watch this debate. Madam Speaker, the strength of our province is rooted in the diversity of our people. Ontario is proud to be home to a vibrant Sikh community that has contributed immensely to the life of our province. Yes. The principle of Sikhism, honesty, hard work, and service to others resonate with all Ontarians and represent vital building blocks of a strong society. The Sikh community is integral to the stability and success of our country. From working in the logging and forestry industry to building the railway to fighting on behalf of Canada in World War I, the Sikh community has played an important role in Ontario and Canada. Madam Speaker, we are debating a motion pertaining to the events of November 1984 in India. This week, we mark the 32nd anniversary of the invasion of the Golden Temple. Earlier this year, as a part of Premier Wind's trade mission to India and Punjab, I had the honor to visit Golden Temple again. The tragic events leading up to and following the invasion of the Golden Temple and the assassination of the Prime Minister Indira Gandhi resulted in the unnecessary loss of thousands of innocent lives. We have all heard, and the member from Bramley, Gore and Malton talked about some of the wrenching stories from the families of the victims through print media, through TV interviews, and some personal contacts. We can all share some personal stories as well. Madam Speaker, those stories are true. Innocent people, for no fault of their own, were killed. Mothers witnessed their young sons at their prime age being killed. Wives saw their husbands, fathers, father-in-laws, brothers, dragged out of their homes and murdered in front of their own homes. Young children saw the parents being killed in front of their own eyes. Parents saw their daughters being raped, and they watched helplessly. Their homes and shops were ransacked and set on fire. Madam Speaker, I salute the human beings who provided shelter to and saved the lives of some of the people who were targeted. Several countries have recognized the grave atrocities that took place in 1984. In responding to an online petition campaign that had generated over 30,000 signatures in 2013, President Obama, even though refused to declare 1984 anti-Sikh violence as genocide, but noted that grave human rights violations had occurred, and continued to say, and I quote his words, "We continue to condemn and, more importantly, to work against violence directed at people based on their religious affiliations." In offering his government's apology in 2005, then Prime Minister Manmohan Singh said the following: "I have no hesitation in apologizing to the Sikh community. I apologize not only to the Sikh community but to the whole Indian nation, because what took place in the 1984 is the negation of the concept of nationhood enshrined in our Constitution." And then he continued to say that on behalf of our government, on behalf of the entire people of this country, I bow my head in shame that such a thing took place. Then Prime Minister Manmohan Singh went on to say the following, and I quote, "While we cannot rewrite the past, as human beings we have the willpower and we have the ability to write a better future for all of us." For some victims of the families, the 1984 event wounds may have healed. For others, this tragedy still carries on an open wound to this day. Madam Speaker, for 32 years, families of the victims have been asking that those responsible be brought to justice. Mothers have been raising their children by doing manual labor without any relief or support. In addition, some bad elements in society have further committed crimes and took advantage of the situation by demanding money, extorting money, and exploiting young women. Madam Speaker, this is shameful. My words in this House today are really empty words, and they are no relief to those families. Madam Speaker, moreover, this is not a partisan issue. It is so unfortunate that the member who brought up this motion failed to discuss it with the other 4 members of the legislature who are also Sikh members. If he had done that, we could have introduced this motion together, which could have made this motion more effective and meaningful. Madam Speaker, I want to watch this important debate. I have an open mind on this issue. Madam Speaker, my objective as a legislator is to ensure the justice is served, who committed crimes are punished, relief is provided to mothers who have been struggling to raise their children, steps are taken that these kind of unfortunate acts do not happen again, and bad elements of the society do not exploit situations again, and I look forward to the debate. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
There is debate.